You know that feeling when you hear a Dua Lipa song and suddenly the room feels cooler, the beat's tight, the looks cinematic, and the vibe effortlessly intentional. It's like she's not just singing a song, she's conducting an entire aesthetic universe. Every time she moves, you can almost hear the click of precision. She's not chasing trends, she's building them from scratch. And yet, somehow, it doesn't feel robotic. It feels magnetic. That's the magic of Dua Lipa. She's the era machine. Every album, every rollout, every music video feels like it's been through a secret laboratory of taste. Think about future nostalgia, disco revival done with neon steel, or radical optimism, soft European Mediterranean energy with that sharp Dua Lipa gloss. These aren't just albums, they're full-blown mood boards for an entire generation's identity. But here's the twist. Beneath the shimmering control, there's a question pulsing like a bass line. Can someone be truly authentic when their authenticity is so perfectly designed? 1. The rise of the era machine Dua Lipa wasn't born in a pop laboratory, but she might as well have built one herself. Born in London to Kosovar Albanian parents, she grew up between cultures, between sounds, between expectations. When she started uploading covers on YouTube, her voice had that rough, smoky texture that made people stop scrolling. But it wasn't just the voice, it was the presence. That calm confidence that says, I already know where this is going. From there, she didn't explode overnight. She constructed her rise with intention. The self-titled debut gave us the blueprint, a dark, moody alt-pop edge. Then came future nostalgia, the era that changed everything. It wasn't just an album, it was architecture, a shimmering disco dream with razor-sharp edges. Every music video looked like a curated slice of digital futurism. Retro but forward, nostalgic but spotless. It was joy, designed to perfection. She said in an interview, I wanted to create something that felt like a fantasy, but one that still felt like me. And that's where the paradox starts, because when your fantasy is that good, it starts to feel more real than reality. 2. Simulation as authenticity. Let's talk philosophy for a second, but stay with me, I promise it won't get heavy. The French thinker Jean Baudrillard once said we live in hyperreality, a place where copies feel more real than the original. That's Dua Lipa's playground. In her world, authenticity is an illusion so precise it becomes the real thing. Her performances, tight choreography, controlled expressions, deliberate spontaneity, feel raw and rehearsed at the same time. She doesn't stumble. She pivots. She doesn't post by accident. She posts to look like she might have. When Dua laughs in a behind-the-scenes clip or dances barefoot in a recording studio, it feels unfiltered. But look closer. The lighting's perfect, the timing's cinematic, the emotion just the right amount of casual. She's mastered the simulation of authenticity, and in doing so, redefined what authenticity even means. 3. Control as art form. Then there's Foucault, the philosopher of control, structure, discipline. If he could see Dua Lipa on stage, he might nod approvingly, because her precision is not just impressive, it's discipline embodied. Her performances are like a dance between control and charisma. Every hip turn, every hand flick, every mic drop lands with metronomic perfection. She doesn't leave much to chance, and that's not a bad thing. In an era where chaos often sells, her order feels rebellious. 4. The choreography of fame. Let's be real. Most pop stars have eras, but Dua Lipa doesn't enter new eras. She constructs them like an architect. You can almost see the blueprint on her mood boards, color palettes, typography, camera filters, choreography cues. Every rollout is its own language. The way she moves from one aesthetic to another isn't reinvention by accident. It's by design. One month she's in futuristic disco armor, the next she's barefoot on a beach in Capri. But the transition feels seamless because it's strategic. She once said, I'm always thinking about how it all fits together. The visuals, the sound, the feeling. That's not just pop talk. That's systems thinking. That's algorithmic awareness. 5. The European cool of radical optimism. Now jump to radical optimism. It's not as bombastic as future nostalgia. It's airier, lighter, maybe even looser. But don't be fooled, the looseness is another form of design. The colors are softer, the clothes more effortless, the production more fluid. It's like Dua Lipa decided to build a no-makeup era, where every detail is engineered to feel unengineered. It's the perfect simulation of freedom, curated liberation. And it works, because in a world that's always online, even casual has to be curated. Dua doesn't resist that truth. She weaponizes it. 6. The algorithm of desire. So what exactly makes Dua Lipa's pop machine run so smoothly? It's that she understands attention as currency. Every teaser, every outfit, every move fits a pattern. The algorithm rewards rhythm, so she gives it rhythm. The algorithm rewards repetition, so she builds repetition into her art. When she drops a snippet of a song on social media, it doesn't feel like marketing. It feels like a natural leak. But it's not random. It's choreography. It's the rhythm of fame in the control society. Manage the flow, anticipate the trend, but never look like you're managing it. 7. The paradox of precision. Here's where it gets complicated and kind of fascinating. We crave authenticity in our stars. We want to feel their imperfections, their spontaneity. But Dua Lipa's charm is that she's almost too good, too consistent, too graceful. So what happens when authenticity itself becomes a product? When even vulnerability feels produced? That's the paradox she embodies. And maybe in 2025, that's what we actually want. Not chaos, not rawness, but the illusion of both. We don't need pop stars to break down on live streams anymore. We just want them to make us believe they could if they wanted to. That's the genius of Dua Lipa's era machine. She performs emotion like choreography. She gives us the Freedom of Imperfection 8. Reinvention as routine. When people talk about Dua's eras, they usually mean aesthetics, but the truth runs deeper. Reinvention for her isn't decoration, it's discipline. It's a pop OS that never glitches. 9. The human behind the machine. And yet, behind all that design, there's still the woman who started uploading YouTube covers. The Daughther of Immigrants who grew up loving Coldplay, and Nelly Furtado, who moved to London alone at 15, who had to prove that her low, smoky voice belonged on pop radio. You see glimpses of her humanity in interviews. When she laughs too long, when she forgets the question, when she says she still gets nervous before performing. Those cracks in the surface are the oxygen of her machine. They remind us that behind the hyper-reality, there's a heartbeat. The takeaway: pop as precision. Dua Lipa's world is what happens when control becomes creativity. She's proof that you can be calculated and still be captivating. Her eras are not masks. They're mirrors, reflecting the culture's obsession with reinvention, relevance, and rhythm. She shows us that in a world where authenticity is algorithmic, maybe control isn't the enemy. Maybe it's the new form of truth. The beat goes on, the visuals shift, the vibe evolves, but the core stays the same: confidence, curiosity, and craft. She's not just part of pop's evolution, she is the evolution. A reminder that even in an age of simulation, precision can still feel human. So next time Dua Lipa unveils a new era, the new hair, the new sound, the new energy, remember, it's not reinvention, it's strategy disguised as spontaneity. She's not chasing trends, she's coding them. If you love stories that unpack the genius behind the gloss, the brains beneath the beats, and the beauty of controlled chaos, subscribe and stay tuned. Because the era machine is always spinning and Dua Lipa's just getting started.